Adam, that must feel pretty good today. We must be really pleased with the overall performance of the side, especially that second quarter.
Yeah, the club had a good day, and our Waffle Eagles had their first win for a while. So Kyle Horsley's first win, and they played with heaps of spirit. So, and then the 87 boys came into the rooms before the game, and that was really special to see those guys. And 47,000 fans turn up to see us play, which we can't take that for granted, especially with where we're at the moment. So, yeah, the support was strong, and then the players played the game the right way, albeit I think Richmond are pretty banged up as well. So we've been in that position before where it's just been hard going, trying to expose some younger players who perhaps aren't quite ready because of the injury toll. So we've sort of got a bit of perspective as well.
Elliot Yo, just outstanding today. Back to
Yo, we got jumped first 10, 15 minutes, but I thought our mids really stood up, and Yo just had that look in his eyes that I see a lot, but it was extra today. So I think he had a new haircut or something, but he looked pretty switched on, and he really probably started the return with the work around the ball, and then our forwards competed really well in the front half as well.
You said the 87 boys obviously around today. Was there anything special before? Did any of them speak before the game, or was it just?
No, we didn't do a lot. We just got them in my pre-game. I just got to see that. It went for about a minute. So I think we just acknowledged them that we quite often talk about the players' number when they play, and we had number one in the room. And just connecting to our past players, I think, is just as important as what we're doing at the moment.
Talking about the start, and they jumped you in the start. You've got that young kid, Harley Reid. He doesn't mind taking it on himself to win a clearance and get it forward, does he? Yeah,
I think connect everything to Harley. I think the mids in general really stood up. But Harley had a good day, hopefully against that Rising Star nomination. But we just got to keep trying to manage him as best we can. He's a great kid. He works really hard. He wants to get better. And dealing with the attentions is something we're trying to help him with at the moment too. So he's so humble with how he goes about things. So it's just going to be a challenge, isn't it? We have a good win and everything gets pretty big.
Sorry. I was going to say, without bringing it all back to Harley.
But you are.
With Ruben and Campbell and guys like that, can you see the way that they feed off him? And do you think that
look, I think they're all growing together. So I think Harley wouldn't like the isolation of it's about him and him inspiring, and it's not that, it's the group. So we've got some good experienced players that we're really happy they're fully fit, and then we've got some young players who hopefully the synergy of the group works in the next however long before we get that connection piece where everyone sort of knows what each other's doing, and Harley's just part of that. So yeah, we'll work off what he does well, but we'll also work off what Ruben does well, or Chesser or Long or Hoff and those guys. So yeah, as long as we can stay healthy and keep growing together, it's about the collective.
How pleased were you for Jake Waterman after everything he went through last year? He kicked that 4-goal bag here against the Giants. Looked like he was going to be in for a career best year, and we know what happened. For him to do that today must just be
he got rewarded today. I mean, I think we had 61 inside 50s, and we had a really good supply, and he took some really good marks for us. So once again, collectively, I think we take that we didn't concede that many intercept marks after quarter time, and that sort of got the game played in our front half as much as our clearance work. So he got on the end of it. Really proud of what he's come back from. But once again, it's hard to isolate these one or two individuals when it was what we're trying to do is trying to do it as one and together, which we did today.
Does it feel like today it's almost like a justification, or not a justification, a positive sign about what you're trying to do, and it reinforces that you're on that right track that you believe you are?
We haven't deviated too much, have we, about what we're trying to chase? We want to be better in the contest. We want more supply. We want pressure to be at a good level, and the ball movement stuff we haven't really touched on too much. Until we get these other things right, we can't really get to that. So we got that right, and then things work out, with offensively. So there's a lot of work to do. Well, we're not delusional. We got Fremantle in 6 days, but today was a step forward for the club. So that's important as well.
Was it your Waffle game this morning as well? And Liam Ryan got through unscathed. Interestingly, though, he played across halfback, had 19 disposals. Was that to get him into the game, or is that actually something you're looking at doing at AFL level?
I don't know yet. I think we've been training him as a halfback in the last 5 weeks since he's coming back. One, to give him a bit of a bit of excitement to return. He's been out for a long time, and two, the game's built off back half transition as much as front half, and the skill level that he can bring, it's pretty good. So whilst we haven't been scoring a lot in our front half, and he'll definitely add in that area, but just to upskill him in another role might pay us back down the road. So it's not to say we'll do it every week, but I think just learning the craft of a rebounding defender is something that we can bank.
Given that it was so close to this game, I'm not sure how much you saw of it, but you're cautious about bringing guys straight back too quickly. Do you consider him for the derby?
Maybe, yeah. We'll see how he pulls up. He played probably 70 or 80 minutes. So did Dom. Gaffey played well. So some of our older leaders, got through their minutes. Some of our younger players played well as well. I thought Hall and True and these guys stood up as well. Jermaine Jones played well. So it's great to actually have some conversations.
Adam, just getting that win, sort of getting the monkey off the back, sort of get the year sort of going. But yeah, once you get that one, you can sort of get moving.
It feels different this year, doesn't it? It feels like we're chasing different things. We've got a different profile. But we finished the year off okay last year, and whilst we haven't won this year, we're working on some small things to continue to grow on. So yeah, it's a good reward for a bit of a bit of work, but. Yeah, it's just another step in hopefully the right direction, but it just won't be like that. So, like I said, I thought Richmond were pretty brave. We know what it's like to be like Adam and what he's dealing with at the moment, because it's difficult without 7 or 8 of your best players.
Do you feel like it gives you a bit of momentum though, heading into such a big derby week? There's always a lot of
we're excited, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we haven't even come close to Fremantle in the last 3 or 4 years, so that's practice matches, derbies, doesn't matter. So we just want to compete.